So yeah, we're doing sync. Yeah. Yeah, man. This is an honor meeting you here. This is the first convention you've done in a while. You know, I know you don't really do too many conventions.
Yeah.
Like Comic-Con 2025.
This is the first convention that I have done in like definitely since the pandemic. I think I did a small like con, like a comic store.
Yeah.
But like one of these big shows, it's the first one in a long time. Feels like almost 10 years. But I'm really liking it. I've had like a really nice time. Everyone's been really nice.
Yeah.
And cool. So yeah, maybe I'll do some more.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do some more.
Love to have you. Definitely. I know I bought this shirt back in like 2016 or 17 at Long Beach Comic Con. One of the first times I met you, and it's I'm wearing it. I wear it to concerts. I saw like Ice Thirst, Demon and Wizard,
Hell yeah.
Blind Guardian wearing this shirt.
Perfect.
So it's like I always rock it, and everybody's like, "What band is that?" Because it kind of gives a Merciful Fate vibe.
Oh, I mean, absolutely.
Yeah, and it's like they're like, "Oh no, it's dude Chucky B, this comic book black metal," and yeah, bringing it back. This is how I met you, is through black metal. I love that comic, and I'm a dude that's a metalhead, and I love comics, and I love when they cross over, and they rarely cross over in such a cool way that like black metal did. How was it drawing that? Because I know the dude that wrote, I can't think of his name right now, but he's a metal dude too, right?
Yeah, Rick's like old school, also like punk rock, like that was the thing we met at Ape, which was like an indie Comic Con in San Francisco many years ago.
Yeah, the Ape show. Yeah, I remember
and he had this comic called like Teenagers from Mars, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, that's fucking cool. Maybe I'm into this thing called black metal. And back then, this was like early 2000s, and it was like still kind of like a thing that very few people had heard of.
Yeah.
And I had this comic idea. I really wanted to do like a metalhead comic, and I was like, Rick, you got to learn about black metal. And I think having already being familiar with like punk, the DIY, like the underground kind of scene and stuff, I signed like a bunch of like MP3s, I think it was, you know, and all of a sudden he sort of totally got it, and then got inspired by these metalhead kid drawings I did, and sort of collaborated and created that graphic novel.
Yeah. And now you have there's the hardcover, the compendium that's
somewhere floating around. We've got a few of these. This black metal, believe it or not, is almost out of print. There are you can find them used, you know.
Yeah.
But the floppies, like there's no more retail copies, and then we've got Rick and I. Rick Spears is the writer, of course. He and I have both the last remaining copies of these hardcovers, which collect all three of the graphic novels all in one. It's like 430 plus pages. It's a lot. It's a big black book, black on black. You can read it.
Yeah, it shines when it shimmers. Yeah,
you can see the art there.
If you're willing to see it, you'll see it.
Or you can see nothing.
Yeah, I know. I remember I got the first volume of the because Oni Press did the thing where they print them in like almost like manga style.
Right.
And I stole that from my local public library.
That's so cool.
So I still owe, like, it's probably hitting my credit score now, but it's worth every.
Dude, that's so cool that there was a black metal comic in the public library. I love that. That's awesome.
And that's it's cool. And in terms of your art, like, what was your education? Did you take art classes, or you just self-taught?
I mean, I was always drawing when I was a kid. I was into the Marvel stuff, and then the early Image stuff in the 90s I was like, wow, comics. And then I kind of went away from it. Came back later when I like read like Preacher and Sin City and all this stuff, and I was like, oh, comics are like more than just capes and stuff like that. But so I think that 90s stuff is super influential. Probably like Dragon Ball, because I was into that. Because I grew up out here in LA, near Torrance. So we would go to this like Kinokuniya bookstore or whatever, and I wouldn't know how to read any of the Dragon Ball comics, but I was just like, this, especially those early ones, were just like mind blowing when I was a kid. And then I did go to school at Otis, so I went to an art school. But I actually got my first pro comic gigs while I was at Otis, working on Secret Skull by Steve Niles. Who wrote it? He wrote 30 Days of Night. So that was like my first sort of break-in. So I was already doing pro comics when I was in school, but honestly, I'm still learning, you know? I'm still getting inspired. I still see art that's just like, how'd they think of that? How do they do that? I wish I could do that. I just kind of do my own thing and explore.
how's it working with somebody like a writer? Like you're the artist. Like, do they ever have to like? I don't know. I always think like I'm a control freak. So even the dudes I do the podcast with, like they hate me half of the time because I'm not up for. We need to do shit. Like, do you ever have those experiences where like, dude, like, lay off, let me do my thing, or how is it? Especially somebody like Rick Spears or Steve Niles, because I know those dudes, they have a picture in their brain, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I can't speak for everybody else. I think everybody works a little differently. You know, I've like managed other artists too on like other projects, things like that, and you know, you run the gamut from people who are just like on it, boom, 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 delivering exactly what you want, and some people who need to like see it more and understand it more. But for me, I try to I need to fully understand what it is, right? Once I sort of understand what I need to draw and what needs to be there for the story, then I think you kind of need to let the artists do their thing on it. You know, if you want me or whoever to draw your thing and work on your thing, to some degree you need to let them do their thing. But they also have to be confident and professional enough to deliver on that, you know what I mean? Working with artists, the same with writers. All the writers are very different, you know? But I think as long as you keep in communication with them and like, you know, there could be situations in which perhaps some writers want it to be exactly like this and that. I'm looking more for a collaboration where it's like, this is what I do, let's work together, where it's like, where I think you wrote it out this way, but I think actually we could do it a little differently, you know, like, and I didn't veer from the script like in Black Metal that much, but at this point now I'm like, I know how to like do comic, I know how to tell a story in there effectively, and it's like, if I can find a way to like do it smarter, then I'll recommend that change, you know, but I don't know, keep communication and like work with the writers, you know. Figure it out.
So, and that's how. So, I was like, okay, now I have all these other questions.
Better get them out. Let's go.
Yeah. What's it like? What brought you into comics, or what made you want to draw? Like, what did you see that made you want to draw?
It's a good question. I don't know what makes a person want to draw, but like, I mean, I swear, just going to a comic shop when I was a kid, I was just like, I saw Wolverine. I'm like, whoa, like that's cool, and like, I saw The Dark Knight when I was young. I saw Akira when I was in 5th grade or 6th grade, which like is totally insane.
For like an 11-year-old kid, that's insane.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I watched, you know, fairly recently, and of course it's like an absolute masterpiece.
Yeah.
So on one hand, it's like for a kid, it's like, hey, this is the highest level of craft there could possibly be. Yeah. But also like, what the fuck, man? This is some heavy shit, you know? And like, kid, I had no idea. Watching it older, I'm like, oh, this is like the whole thing about a nuclear bomb and like man's desire to like self-destruct the child inside, and then beneath everything is a little baby. It's like, what, you know? So
it's like someone's like Hare Krishna concept, like just done in a way that's like will make your eyes bleed because of the frame rate.
Absolutely. Not that that's comics, but like that's, but to me it's all the same.
It's art.
All the same. It's like
it's expression,
cool, unique art,
craft.
And I think that's a good point too. It's like the stuff I was drawn to is like if it was manga or anime, it's Akira, not the stuff that looks all the same. It's like this unique art voices. Or Sam Keith doing Wolverine. Fucking blowing my like what? Like you could do that. Like that kind of stuff is what really attracted me to comics. But and it was this thing where it's like, you want to do comics? Well, here's a piece of paper and a pencil, man. Like do comics. It doesn't take a lot. So I think it's this great gateway to understanding storytelling.
How was like your childhood like with that? Like were your parents supportive when you wanted to draw?
You know, I think the parents were supportive. My mom was definitely a creative person. My dad is an architect, more serious. Technician,
artist.
I think he probably thinks it's pretty silly. But my mom
some
was
of those
supportive.
Spider-Man comic books have really good architecture. When he's like drawing a building, like those McFarlane, like the perspective lines, like architecture in comics is big.
That's right. But you know, those architects, McFarlane could do a good building, but he could really do a good Spider-Man's butt. Absolutely. I don't know. I think he's mathematical, but he is a designer. But I like the free flowing, like expressiveness aspect. But I
almost
can
cartoony style.
yeah, cartooning, jazz.
Yeah, the jazz of because that's when I read your strip on was it Stone Cold Lazy?
Stone Cold Lazy, yeah.
on Decibel Magazine.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Or how'd you get that gig? Like how'd that come?
Okay, so like when I did the black metal comic, the first one came out. Black metal wasn't a thing, so like all the metal people found out about that there's this comic called Black Metal. Like, what is it? Probably sucks. Hey, dude, what's up? Sorry.
No, come on. It's
you
all
can
good.
Shane.
Awesome shirt. I have that one too.
What's up,
I was
man?
there.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
No. We're cool. We're
The more the merrier.
He's also a podcaster.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
But okay, where were we?
We were talking about the Decibel Magazine, how you got the job.
Oh
at
yeah.
Decibel Magazine.
So they were like, there's a metal comic called Black Metal, and like everyone's like, this probably sucks. It's like mainstream. Like, and then they read it, and it's like, no, this is like a real metalhead comic, you know. And they were like, hey, do you want to do a comic for our magazine? And I was like, yes, sir. I was already subscribers.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, let's do it.
So cool. And then well, how'd you get into metal?
I was into metal when I was a kid. Swear to you, like when it was like hair metal, like Poison and stuff like that. And then I would stay up late and see Headbangers Ball, and then I would see things like Ozzy and Metallica.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that one video and being like blowing my mind again too, because it was. I mean, the video for one, the song was so good, and I was just listening to it last night too. It's a good song. Yeah. But also the video, the idea of like being trapped in your own like. You can't see, like, again, that's another one of those things like Akira where I was like, what the fuck? Like, I'm a kid. I'm not aware of the idea you can be trapped in your body like a prison.
Yeah.
So, like,
or even how we would even feel.
Yeah, it was another one of those things. Then I got, like, then I went through, like, mainstream phase like a kid does, and then I got into punk. Underground punk and DIY and zines, and then I got into black metal, and then like through that got back into like all the other metal stuff. Right. So then I was like, Fate.
I had that same like I had a similar experience with like because even now like as an older dude, the job I do where I cut hair, I had one of my clients ask me like, "What's hair metal?" Like they didn't know what hair metal was. They're young. They're 20.
Lucky guys.
Yeah. But I was like, I played them Whitesnake, Slip of the Tongue.
Yeah,
and it's
there's
like
some good stuff for sure.
Whitesnake, like, there's a lot of good stuff in hair metal. I think it gets caught with the image, kind of the same way that black metal is about the image too.
Yeah, all right, because everybody was feeling pressure. Yeah. They're like, you got to do that. You got to dress up like a lady.
Yeah, and I think that's where it kind of like, I mean, we experienced it. It kind of got played out because of that. Because like some of those like. I mean, like Cinderella, like.
Dude,
she sent me back.
Oh, hey, what's up, man?
To get the art.
Oh, shoot,
Denise,
So sorry.
No,
we're in the middle of an
interview.
We're live at a con.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm on a video right here.
It's part of the fun.
That's okay.
No. It's
but this is part of the we're at the live at the con.
That
that guy's awesome. He's a death dealer.
That was great. Yeah, damn.
So sorry, I didn't even see that.
No, no worries, brother. It's all good. I could edit it out, or just have it be part of the fun part of the video.
Have it be part.
Yeah, that's part of being it real. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to stop him from selling things either.
Yeah. Look at this. I'm gonna show on there.
There you go.
Hella from Hella to Salsa.
Thank
you so much. Also, it's funny. Like, I guess I got a Philippe sandwich dropped off at my table. You guys know Philippe's from
legendary LA.
Little dip on the side. I didn't even know you could get it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Look at that.
Yeah. That's
all right. What a crazy interview, man.
Yeah, man. I like having fun. I'm a Howard Stern fan, so everything happens.
Do you see this little, there's like this robot Superman there?
Yeah.
Every time I see the little robot Superman, I think of Beetlejuice. Because Beetlejuice, remember when he would dress up like Superman?
Yeah.
And it's like the same height. It's like,
yes.
Hey, what? Me. Hey.
Who, me?
Hey.
Oh, good for you, good for you.
I was like, I asked the little robot, I was like, how much do you bench? It's like, 5,000 hours.
Shit. Now we're having fun talking because now like when he was talking to Gilbert Gottfried, and you give a fuck who Gilbert Gottfried was.
Oh yeah.
He's like, he was Yago the Prince. Oh, good for him, good for you.
Yeah, good for you. Oh yeah, he was all butthurt about it.
Gilbert.
I love Beetlejuice.
Beetle's a legend. And dude. But yeah, man, it's been fun talking to you, man. We got to do it. We got to do it again sometime.
I'm down. Whatever you want to do.
Too much of your time, but either way, anything. You're always a friend here at Fantastic Forum.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for letting me talk to you for
Of course. Thank you so much. Thank you out there. Check out my chuckbb.com or whatever.
chuckbb.com, yeah. chuckbb.com. Is it chuckbb on Instagram?
Yeah, it's, if you search for Chuck BB, it's like at chuckbb_art. I don't know. It's Chuck BB.
Yeah, and then just, you know, that's how you spell it right there.
Oh, yes,
So, yeah.
yes.
Cool.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Good times.
And my head started to hurt from the sunglasses. It's so much brighter out here.
My,
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I was like, my